to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I'm professional. Philip was sacked me. Don't worry. Don't worry.
P45's in the post.
Yeah. I'm taking you to the employees' court for unfair dismissal.
Oh, okay, that'd be good for him.
Yeah, the tribunal. Yeah, and I've got a very good lawyer as well. She knows the law, so you're in for it, matey.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in for it, mate. How are you? You're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. Grand. Yeah.
And welcome everyone to Thfc Till I Die, the one and best number 4 o'clock show around. It is the best show around. It is with me, Dermot, aka Dermatron, and of course, Mr. Philip Brady, aka Philip Brady.
Be careful what you say now.
I just called you the Godfather.
I know. I was just waiting.
You the Godfather. I was going to call you Thor, but you wouldn't know what that meant, so I just call you the Godfather. If people want to know what happened during the weekend, Leitrim had a tornado started by Philip eating too many baked beans. So if somebody wants to know what started that tornado, it was Philip Brady's fault.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
You did. You told me you ate 3 cans of baked beans, right? And that's what started it all off. You did a big fart, and it just started a complete tornado. I tell you one thing, Philip, that did some damage.
It did. It was shocking, actually. We got the tail end of it here. I'm about 15 miles from that place, and we were up actually for a walk at 12:30 on Sunday, and something happened. You could sort of sense thunder and lightning, and it was weird. And next thing we heard, what happened in Leitrim Village. So apparently there's 10 of those a year in Ireland, in various places, but most of them don't do any damage. This one did.
No. Wow, it really is. Philip, look, we've got a lot to get through today. Bit about the match last night, a bit of Tottenham news. There isn't a lot of Tottenham news around, but some of the stats rolling around about Man United's defeat last night is comical. Colin was there last night. He was not a happy bunny. And a bit what Jason Cundy said last night, which offended me and Philip from the Celtic point of view. And a little bit of news and breaking news and Philip's heartfelt message to Simon Hooper, the referee of the Man City game against us. Philip has a heartfelt message for him, and it really is from the heart. He spent all day writing this lovely letter about Simon Hooper.
Was that not Simon Jordan? No,
Hooper, the referee.
I thought you said Joe. I was wondering what Simon Jordan was getting worried about. He was heartbroken about it, but tough luck.
Yeah,
I mean, did he not get his normal? Did he not get his normal check in the post from Man City? Then? Yeah.
yeah, it's true. Anyway, we've got what's the point? Regular farts come from beans. See what I mean, Philip? Even what's the point knew it was you that started that on Sunday.
I know. I'll tell you. Anybody wants the best laugh over that? Go and watch Blazing Saddles.
Where can you find
the
that,
cowboy
Philip?
scene in Blazing Saddles, the film Blazing Saddles. It's on YouTube. Just type in Blazing Saddles fart scene and you'll laugh your head off. It's brilliant.
I want to say a big up as well to Wembley One. Big up for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This keeps Philip in beans for another month. It really does. It keeps Philip in beans. It keeps him going. But it says, afternoon, everyone. Big up to all hosts. Followers. There you go. Big up Wembley One. And
Wembley
also,
thank you.
We had one lad come in last night, Philip. I forget his name's gone out. He was actually in hospital last night, gone in for operation on his face. I think he'd been in a car crash or something.
Right.
So if he comes in, I think it was Owen. That was it. Owen last night. He was a bit nervous because he was having his operation last night when I was doing the and we wish them all the best. Well, if you're watching Owen and you're recovering, from me and Philip, we hope you're recovering well. He had it last night, Philip. Did it last night. So a massive shout out to Owen. I hope you're feeling better, man. And get in touch. Me and Philip. If you need anything, I'm here. Philip is here, and I'm sure Philip will swing you a song. He will swing out his guitar and start singing "Green Green Grass at Home" for yourself.
It might be painful for Owen to listen to me sing, so I better not do that.
Yeah, that's it. We've got Daniela Zito. Big up, Daniela. She says, "Good afternoon, Dermot. Thank you for another stream. Effort is truly appreciated." Oh, well, thank you very much. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I can't do it without Philip either. Philip is behind. He's the man with the whip behind. He keeps me going. He is. He's like the whip man. Keep going. Keep going. I'm sitting here on my big throne. Just keep going. Keep going. Yeah. If you want to know what Philip's like, Philip reminds me of one of those gods from Egypt back in the day, right? And I'm the one carrying the big block. Which one?
Lovely.
If you could be an Egyptian king, which one would fit your personality?
Just can't even think of one. the only person that ruled Egypt I can think of was Cleopatra. I don't think I'll be able to be like her now. Ramesses the third. Ramesses the third. He'll do.
Philip is out there. He's put it out there. He's come out the cupboard.
I put you in the cupboard if you're getting not careful.
What you're known as Filippini now. You do walk into that. Anyway, good afternoon, Philip and Dermot. Philip, hope you and Dermot are feeling positive ahead of Friday game.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely. Yeah, very positive ahead of it. Yeah.
Smash him, Philip. We're going to smash him.
I hope so. As I keep saying, Dermot, somebody's going to get a hammer in. Newcastle with the aperitif.
Yeah.
The main course comes on Friday.
Yeah. What's the point? Says, are we watching a film or something? I think he's saying about our intro. I love our intro. Yeah. I love our intro. It gets me pumped up. It does. It gets me really pumped up, ready to go, like I'm ready to fight. Philip's listening, thinking, I have not got a clue where this is from. It's not from Gone.
I still don't.
Just watch Marvel, Philip. You'll be all right. Just watch Marvel. You'll be all right. We've got Dragon D Nuts. G'day, all. Big up, g'days. Big up, g'day. I love his picture, Philip. It looks like Pochettino at a Chelsea management meeting, ready to get the sack. So he decided to dress up as a dragon. Big up, dragon. This entrance makes me think of Star Wars. Daniel Levy to Eric. Eric, I'm your father. I shall never say. Philip has not got a clue what that's about.
Pass.
But you don't remember Darth Vader telling Luke Skywalker,
I need to watch it first.
Yeah, need to watch
it. I'm not into science fiction at all, I'm afraid.
No.
So.
Tequila says Thanos was right, you know. He was right as well, yeah. We've got Daniel said Philip, aka the wise man.
Thank you, Daniel.
You see? What's the point? It says Philip, the Solomon of knowledge.
Salmon of knowledge. That's a good one,
yeah, it is. If you call Philip Thor, he would have Mira after him. So be careful. Oh, dear.
Okay.
We've got Silver Fox. There you go, Philip. The new
Yeah.
nickname.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We've got Grey Fox, Snake.
Snake.
We've got Tequila said, keep the Man United jokes coming.
No, we will.
Oh,
We
yeah.
will.
Oh, yeah. Has anyone seen Man United or the Champions
Yeah.
League? We've got Chris. Big up, everyone. Hope you're all well. Big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Chris.
Daniela, United are a joke. Will always be one. I see Liverpool beating them on Saturday. I do too. We got.
I can see another hammering coming their way now. The morale must be horrible at the moment, and they're going to Anfield as well.
Telegram for. I don't like the use of that word. To be fair, what's the point? I really don't.
No, that's the name of the character in the film, Thomas.
Yeah, but is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's
all
the
right.
name of the character. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you can read that out because I do not like.
Telegram for Mongo. Mongo was a sort of a half man, half beast.
Right.
Who was part of the cowboy routine. But again, I urge anyone to watch that clip about Blazing Saddles. I reckon it's the funniest film ever made. Brilliant.
Shout out to Erwin, big up Tequila as well. Yeah, big up Sound Bad Mate. It does. Carl Simpson. What's the difference between Santa and Nana?
No, Santa only comes around at Christmas, and Nana's there every week.
Right, I was watching a bit of Mark Gobridge last night, just laughing, right, Adam, because he's just such.
He's always
he's comical.
Is he even a Man United fan?
Apparently, there's rumours he's not.
Yeah,
there's rumours he's a Forest fan.
I heard that too. That he just does United because they're there's more of a fan base to watch him. You know.
Well, he has got over 1 million subscribers, Philip. He must be doing something right. I don't know what we're doing wrong.
All I've heard from him lately is every time we go off, for fuck's sake.
It is funny.
And he says it a lot lately. He says it a lot.
I love it when I'd see a clip of him doing his watch-alongs, right? I'm in stitches watching him because it is so funny, right? And it was there last night going, do you think if Ten Hag was to ask Sir Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson, would he have picked De Gea or Nana? What would Sir Alex do? And then he said, well, I don't know what Sir Alex would do because he wasn't there, was he? And I'm thinking, you just contradicted yourself.
No.
Oh, Lord. Philip is the Dom. Too much info. He's a Don. Yeah, of course he's a Don. Tequila, Ra, the sun god in it.
That's the Egyptian god.
Carl says, Onana is a gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, it is. We've got hello D2J and the best in the world, Philip.
Thank you, Matthew.
Philip moves like a
more
question mark.
Phyllis.
Moves like an Egyptian.
Yeah. The Bangles, Susanna Hoff.
Look, don't
Don't start you on her.
Yeah, we're on the same page on the Bangles there, Philip.
Yeah.
Hopefully Richarlison starts on Fridays from Daniela and carries on giving goals and goal contributions.
Oh, he has to start. He has to start on Friday. Yeah.
Daniela goes, I like the outro. So does Philip.
Yeah, the outro. I like the outro because I don't understand what the intro's about. That's why.
And what's the point? It says, Luke, I am your father.
Oh, God.
That's from Star Wars. The scene is, right, Darth Vader's fighting Luke Skywalker. They're on this big thing. Luke Skywalker's had his hand dropped off. He's holding on to something. And Darth Vader says, I am your father, which he is his father. If you go back to the first films, it's Anakin Skywalker. So, yeah.
Oh,
that's just went over Philip's head.
Yes.
Lou Chili Music. Newcastle need to progress for the Premier League to have a 5th place. We've got that covered as well, haven't we, Philip?
Yeah, we're just waiting to see what happens on that one.
Yeah. Here's hoping United can at least take a point, Coys.
That's Newcastle United, I hope. Yeah.
His FIFA streams are pretty funny, Domo. He loses his shit.
I take it it's Mark Goldbridge again.
Yeah, he is funny. Matthew says Goldbridge is a great guy, man. Just a great character. He is.
I'm sure he is. He's a good. He is a good character. Yeah, he is.
Goldbridge is very clever choosing Man United with one of the world's biggest fan base. Yeah, well, Tottenham have got a big fan base as well, by the way. Let's not forget that. Goldbridge supports United. Philip, can you finish off the rest of the?
Goldbridge supports United for 40. Well, that put that theory to bed. Yeah, we just wondered whether he'd latched on to United, but obviously he does support United. So fair dues. He's not having a great time of it at the minute, but there you go. And let's see who else we've got in. Carl is saying Goldbridge is right through. who the hell gets rid of De Gea? Right, though, who the hell gets rid of De Gea and brings in Onana? De Gea was proven quality. Yeah, that's one of the strangest moves, really. I'm surprised didn't they bring him back in to finish off the season instead of keeping Onana. Onana is a little bit suspect, I think, would be the best way of putting it. Mick Hermeluk is saying, "Good afternoon, Dermot and Philip. Won't be on for long as my wife's cousin passed away, only 65. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, Mick. That's pass on our condolences to your wife. That's very, very sad. 65 is no age at all. My God. So our condolences, and Dermot, I presume you'll Mick join in the sympathy vote there for Mick and his wife. The cousins after dying. He's gone on mute again.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're doing like the panto ducky sign.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, my condolences to you, Mick, and your family and your wife as well. So and 65 is no age at all, Philip. It is no age whatsoever. I just got it's no age at all. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but we are send our condolences to you.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
very, very, very sorry for your loss. Outro is great, guys.
Yeah.
So let me know, right? Do you want me to use the outro as the intro?
I don't know. Keep it the way it is. Keep it the way. I don't mind. I don't mind.
We've got. Is there a show when you guys give your Prem predictions for this week, for this match week? There is. I am going to put it together.
Tomorrow night, isn't it?
It'll be tomorrow night during the roundtable discussion. You will get our predictions. Philip is going to write them down. We are going to put them up the community stage. And what we're going to do is we're not going to give our predictions. We're going to give a winner or loss or a draw. That's our prediction. We're not giving score predictions. We're going to give win, loss, draw. Philip write them down. We'll put them on the community page, and then we'll do a pre-record with the results, and we'll see who's won. I'm going to set up a little league table for our members. Philip, have you got the? We need to update the members how that.
Yeah, I should have it tomorrow. Actually, I'm waiting on the results of last Sunday's games. It takes different people correct them. Some are quicker than others. So last Sunday's hasn't come through yet. So I'll have the up-to-date one probably tomorrow.
Look, Mick, again, if you need anything, we're all here for you. And again, pass on our condolences to your wife. And yeah, it's so sad. So I had to call. That was my mother. She's just home from hospital.
Oh,
so,
good.
Heart operation next year. To replace her, to fix her. Yeah. Sorry about that. Her valves are leaking. So yeah. But very sorry, Mark. Dermo's FIFA streams are awful. It finishes in 5 minutes as he's got too many players sent off. It did happen once, actually. I got down to 9 and I thought, how many players do you have to send off for FIFA actually abandoned the game and actually went out to do it? It was funny. Keep it as it is.
Yeah, keep it as it is. Yeah,
Daniel, yes, outro as the intro and outro 2. Outro as the intro and outro 2 if possible. Okay, well, the people have spoken. The people are speaking, Philip. We have to go, as you know well in Ireland, as Mick Collins says, it's the people, isn't it, Philip? Philip's looking around now when I mention Michael Collins. He's a bit like, he's like Dev. He's setting me up for something. He's setting me up for something. He is going to send me over to England to sign some treaty to stab me in the back or something. That's what he's planning. Look at him. He's probably thinking Leitrim needs to be its own country, a bit like Cork.
So he's declare independent.
Oh yeah, are you declaring it?
Yep.
Yeah. Where are you going to do your big speech?
I haven't thought of that yet. Probably on a boat on the River Shannon.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. No, not man.
Enough of this banter. Get on with the football.
Enough of this banter, man. I've got a combine harvester. You can have the key.
Yeah, the Wurzels.
The Wurzels. I tell you, my dad loved the Womble song. He did the song.
So that's what happened. Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what happened. I used to love the Wombles.
Oh,
I used to love watching the Wombles as a kid.
Yeah,
I did. Wimbledon, the Wombles are we. The Wimbles are Wombles. I forget how it goes anyway. Well, it seems Cutie's back.
Are you auditioning for The Voice or something there, are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm good. I'm real good. Nothing to me. Well, Steve Scooty's back the board as well. So if players are back in the board and the manager, I think we'll win something. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, exactly.
It does.
Yeah. 2 weeks to the transfer deadline. 2 weeks.
I may have to put in some plugs.
Yeah, earplugs.
Earplugs for me singing. Tequila Dermo thought the answer to the Spurs problem was Pogba, didn't you?
See, Pogba might never play again if this ban comes through on him.
Right. When I did a FIFA stream, right, Philip, I bought Paul Pogba, right? I thought he was the answers to Tottenham's problem, right? I got rid of him within about 6 months.
He lasted that long? Oh my God.
Yeah. Simon Jordan's next guest on his Upfront podcast is Chris Eubanks Sr., which is coming tomorrow. With Conor Benn's fight news. So, yeah, look, I know you don't watch football, boxing, Philip. I suppose you have heard of Chris Eubank.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if a sportsman, Philip, has got caught for taking drugs, now he's been found guilty of drugs, he hasn't been cleared by the British Boxing Off Control. Would you let him fight? He's not allowed a license to fight in England. Would you let him in the ring with anyone?
No.
If you were Chris Eubanks' father, right, senior, junior, right, would you say to your son, listen, you cannot fight this man?
Yeah,
I think that's what Chris Eubanks keeps saying. The fight is not ethical. The fight's not safe.
No, anyone that's caught for drugs, I think should be. That's it, in my opinion. They should never fight.
Now, and pick up.
Do anything again.
These are great podcasts, by the way. The Upfront podcast, Philip. You need to watch them, and there's some really good guests on there. Some really good guests on there. He had Steve Bruce on there, our future Ireland manager. What did they call the Manchester derby at the Etihad?
I'm sure the answer is coming shortly.
I'm sure it is. Big T, big up Big T. Most of Goldbridge followers are rival fans strolling. Fair enough.
Yeah, probably.
A training session.
That's it. I was going to say.
That's a good one. I can feel the Christmas spirit coming in the stream, can't you?
Yeah.
I can feel it. Yeah. I can feel it. He's how are you getting on with your King's speech, by the way? Your Godfather speech, by the way.
Let me see. I've written. Sorry, somebody's coming in the door there. How am I getting on with it? I'm not. You're still doing it though, aren't you? Well, I'll keep you posted.
Philip, I promoted it now. I'm promoting it as you.
Yeah, but you're promoting the 20-minute speech. I couldn't talk for 20 minutes on anything. Never mind.
Okay, well, 15 minutes then.
No, I'll make it 2.
10.
2.
10. 7.5. Meet me halfway.
Yeah, meet you halfway. No,
3.5 minutes.
3.5. Right, done. 3.5. That's it.
No, make it 5. I'll pay you extra.
Go on.
Good fighter, Colin Ben, but should have retired now. Unfortunately, yeah, that's true. That's true. Daniel's go Harry who?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. He's Daniel said he would definitely look away. You mentioned Steve Kenny. God, don't stop me starting that idiot.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't, Philip. Please don't. I do love Mark Goldbridge. He is funny. Yeah, he is. Best meltdowns to watch are Flying Pig United. If you want a good laugh at United content creator,
let's have a look at that one.
Must do. But big up Big T. I love him coming in. Always has something to say. Joined me a lot last night. And look, I'm sorry about last night. I was speaking to Colin. Colin was pretty sad, Philip. Pretty fed up.
I must have been. I don't know whether it's me. I was watching the match in a pub, right, with the sound down. I didn't see all of it, but I thought United effort was there last night in the first half. Anyway, there wasn't much end result, but at least they seem to be trying. But then again, as you said earlier, Dermot, Bayern seem to be in second gear, and we're holding on to them quite easily. But it's worrying times for United fans. It really is.
Yeah. JD Green, all right, Dermo. Any needs in January transfer targets for Spurs? Any departures from the current squad you know of? Great show again, lads. Well, big up JD Green. Thank you very much for the compliment. JD. Me and Philip do take these compliments very, very lightly. I mean, Philip's become such a diva lately. He's just gone to his head now. He's getting ridiculous now.
I always think of the Basil Fawlty quote from Fawlty Towers. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Somebody paid him a compliment and he says, Jesus, a satisfied customer. We should have him stuffed.
He doesn't mean that, JD. He doesn't
only
mean
joking.
that.
Only joking.
Right. No, I'm waiting on news. I should be getting a massive update before Christmas, so we'll be able to announce stuff then. I'm not hearing a lot. It's all gone very quiet, but my source.
It will do. It will do.
But we're hoping to get some news early out before Christmas, during Christmas. So keep it on here, Jay Green, and thank you for the compliment as well. And I want to say quickly, a massive thank you to everyone. We just got our figures in for this year. And Philip, we've doubled our viewership. We've got over 700 new subscribers. It's been a mental year. But I want to thank everyone at this point for everything you do and for the super chats. But please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button. Please pick up your memberships as well and send in our super chat or a super sticker. We know times are hard out there, but it does help. It does help the channel grow. And Philip, what do you want to say? It's been a mad year for the channel. It's been a great. We've doubled our viewership.
I don't know where the year's gone to either. It's just been so quick, It's incredibly quick. Yeah. But it's great. But like there'll be new stuff coming in the new year as well, and we're hoping that our increase in numbers and also will increase in the fortunes of Tottenham Hotspur as well, and we become a real force. I'm not going to say we're going to win the title, but we want to be there or thereabouts. That's the best way I'll put it.
Look, I want this channel to become a real force, Philip. I want this channel, this brand, to become the biggest brand on YouTube. So I can buy Philip a Ferrari. That's what I want to buy, a Ferrari. Anyway. And there's also, look, cheers to Tequila putting in the Full-Time Sports Network link and our link as well. Thank you so much. And also, this is Tequila's gaming channel. So everyone, please get over there. It's a great channel. It really is. Subscribe. Dermo is going to do a 30-minute passionate speech about Stephen Kenny. Yeah, I can give you 2 seconds. He was shit.
Geez, only 30 minutes. I'm expecting about 90.
Cheers, matey. Very grateful, says Carl. Chris Welsh says, not just Connor Ben, by the way, who should be banned for good. White and Gerald Miller as well. Yeah, as well as Miller, who's fighting Dubas, which I'm not happy about and should be boycotted. Yeah, it is. Get him a Snickers, Dermo. That would probably you. Get Philip a Snickers. We have 2 mods, Reckless and Wedge we score, but conceded all discipline. But to do Suddle, no balance. Yeah. We've got, so I've spoken about the whole Conor Ben saga for a whole year. Just bored of it. I'm saying the same thing. And then the Keyless says 700 is real good, Dermo. Congrats. Yeah, well, look, couldn't do it without you guys. Now, Philip, let's start off last night with, of course, the game last night, Philip. I did a watch along to it. You didn't. You were too busy banging some drums in a pub somewhere.
Yeah, so I thought you were going to say banging something else there for that.
No, Philip, I'm not. Haven't got the mind like you've got one, Philip. You've got a really filthy mind sometimes. You really do. So
carry on.
You surprise me. I'm a good Catholic boy, Philip. You're leading me up. You're leading me astray.
Oh, what
I haven't been to mass for 2 weeks now because of you, but I have to go back and do my confessions. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've been partying with Philip Brady. He's led me astray. Right. Manchester United versus Bayern Munich, of course, was the UEFA Champions League Group 8 o'clock last night, Philip. There is the possessions. Look, Bayern Munich never got out of second gear, Philip, to be fair.
No, from what I saw, there was a few occasions where I won't say it was last-ditch defending, but it was good defending by Bayern. I mean, look at that crowd, 73,000. I mean, the Bayern fans came in fourth. There must have been 5,000 or 10,000 of them. There's a huge amount of Bayern fans there. And but it's just another chapter in a poor season for United, and you just wonder if Ten Hag's days are numbered now after that, especially with Liverpool coming up on Sunday. I mean, look at the stats there. I mean, okay, the Bayern Munich weren't exactly pepper in the goal either, with 3 shots on target. No. And Harry Kane didn't really have a great game, but I think like you think about this, Bayern Munich had nothing to lose last night. They could have lost that game. So what? We lost it. We've gone through anyway. But so they didn't. They just played well enough just to beat United. And poor United, not even in Europe now. That's a huge kick in the teeth for them.
Sorry, Philip. Just carry on for 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
The percentage passing is pretty good there. 83.1 is good. 88 is even better. And let's see now. Right.
Yeah, we've got their passing 88 to 83.1, 1 block to 2 for Bayern Munich. We've got 3 off target, 2 for. I mean, everywhere it's just Bayern Munich never got out of second gear, Philip. Now this bit of news shocked me. Now I am going to bring it up here. Where's the transfer? I have got it written down here. Now, where did I put it now? Anyway, this is Barcelona. Tottenham kill deal after Barcelona wouldn't pay a single euro expected to cover Lo Celso wages when they went. I think this is when he went in for him in the summer, Philip.
Yeah, this isn't. They currently want to buy him, so this is obviously when they tried to loan him.
Yeah,
I mean, but not to pay the wage. I mean, okay, you expect the home club to pay some of the wages, all right, but there's usually a loan fee of 1, 2, 3, 4 million, whatever it is, and they weren't even going to do that. But then again, maybe Barcelona can't afford it.
No,
or couldn't afford it. You know.
Carl says, Dermo and his dirty mind. Philip needs danger money working with him.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Glad somebody sees it from my side.
Big team.
No comment. Jeez, you're getting away with it.
This is what Philip said to me beforehand. I look. You have a Tottenham name channel, but you seem to be covering all teams. We do because with the other watch longs we're doing. Are you sticking with the channel name, or will it change when the channel growth in mind? Look, Tottenham will always be number one from you and me, Philip. You did talk to me about this before the show started. It's just very hard when this game. I think we're trying to be fair to everyone, aren't we, with this?
Yeah, yeah. When Spurs aren't playing, or we'll cover other matches just to, to give an objective view that maybe might be refreshing to some other teams' fans.
Yeah. Look, look. We tried to be fair. I mean, there isn't a lot of Tottenham news around this week, is there, Philip? I mean, we're just repeating ourselves. And look, we want to grow the brand of Thfc till I die, and it is that we're gonna. I'm looking into getting the name branded so nobody else can use it. But it's something with. Look, we'll probably talk about it, won't we, Philip? And we're discussing in our AGM.
The thing about it is the only 2 clubs of maybe sorry 3 clubs that can't expect a fair hearing on this channel are guess.
The South London club.
Yeah, the team that moved up in 1919. Yeah.
Still haven't paid any rent and still stinking out the place.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm in the middle of getting them evicted and they won't move? So we'll have to send in you, Philip.
And the other team that was founded in 2003.
Was that the Pochettino 11?
Yes, well, that's the one. Yeah.
Is that Pochettino Athletic Club?
That's the one. And then the other lot is the one that keeps blowing bubbles at us.
That is called the 5-year-old's Party with Dino the Dinosaur.
That's it. So they're the 3 teams. Do not expect any objective talk about them because we just don't like them. But we'll talk about any other team in a more positive frame of mind, providing they haven't just beaten us.
Yeah. Now we've got football here. We've got Carl Sims says football till I die.
Yeah, well, it's not Tottenham, is it?
No, it's not Tottenham. Keeler says keep the game, Dermo, and the name.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm not changing it again. JD, Arsenal are so exposed through the middle. United, it is unreal.
Yeah.
We've got big up Jay Green. I thought the same, says Philip. Jay Green says it's always a great show to watch, lads. Thank you so much. It means a lot when people say that. I know Dermo from work. He's always a nice chap. Fills me in about the club. Fair play again, lads. Big up Jay Green. Thank you so much indeed. For your kind words. Look, I understand, Philip. We cover every game, but we try to be fair, don't we, on this channel? We've always tried to be a bit open-minded.
We do, yeah. We're not extremists. That's the best way of putting it. We'll take the middle ground if we can. If there's something to be criticized, we'll criticize it. If something to be praised, we'll praise it. And I think it's the best way to be. It's because there's a lot of extremism in life at the moment, and we just try not to be part of that.
No, we never will. But look, and Carl Semp says keep the name. It's so confusing when name changes. Yeah, we're not changing it. We're not changing it. But I may change what the information about the channel. But Philip, here's Spurs' full injury list ahead of the match against Forest. James Maddison, Mickey van der Ven, Eric Dyer, Ivan Perisic, Monument Solomon, Bentancur, Segi, Whiteman and Phillips. We're really going to miss them players, aren't we, Philip? Who are we missing the
Well,
most?
we're missing three of them. Three of them we're really missing. It's James Maddison, Mickey van der Ven, and Rodrigo Bentancur. The other three, the other lot, okay, we know Perisic is never going to play for the club again anyway. Eric Dyer, we don't want to play for the club anymore.
No.
Solomon will be on the bench at best. Sessegnon, if he can avoid injury, the same. Whiteman probably never play anyway. And Ashley Phillips is one for the future. So, no, those three players are the ones we're really missing. And they've cost us points over the last couple of weeks by not being there.
No. Do you know what do you do with people like Eric Dyer, Philip, and Sessegnon? Do you get rid now? Do you cancel contracts now and say, right, get rid now?
Eric Dyer, I think, yes. Sessegnon, we could probably sell him, get a few bob for him because he's never going to be fit. The problem is other teams will know his injury record and be very reluctant to pay any decent money for him. So I wouldn't cancel his contract, but I think Dyer needs to be cancelled if nobody buys him in January. Although I think maybe there will be an interest. I mean, I nearly fell off the chair laughing when I heard Bayern Munich were interested in him. But that could be the Harry Kane influence talking about his ex-players and whatever. So he's more skunt up United than Bayern Munich. But anyway, you know.
And look,
no offense to Scunthorpe.
Eric Dyer Eric Dyer. Harry Kane was useless last night.
Absolutely. Well, in all fairness, Dermot, he can't be good he's been very good all season. He can't play every match good.
He's playing against the Farmers League and the Bundesliga or get easy teams, right? And
not all of them, some of them.
But last night I was expecting an awful lot more of Harry Kane, and he just was nowhere.
Yeah. What I saw of him was a lot of misplaced passes.
I tell you who did impress me last night was Sane and Conman on the wings for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they're good players.
They're unreal.
There
was one thing. Sane went through the middle of the Man United defense. Literally,
I saw that. Yeah, he missed kicked at the end of it. He missed kicked at the end of it. Yeah.
And all the United players were just look. And I tell you, the only player deserves any credit from that last night was Johnny Evans.
And he only came on because Harry Maguire went off.
Yeah, but Johnny Evans from the Fergie time. So he's got that Fergie influence. And I don't know, Philip. It's shocking. Tonight is a massive night for the girls as we play Arsenal. We've got the game here on Saturday as well, guys. The North London Ladies Derby at 12. It's the Continental Cup tonight. It's sold out, Philip, and you can watch it on Spurs Play. And the message has been advised that tonight's Continental Tires League Cup game against Arsenal at do you want to read that out?
Mangata Pay UK Stadium.
Meadow Park has sold out.
I presume that's Arsenal's home ground for the ladies.
Yeah. I mean, that's great for women's football, Philip, and do you think it's the game we can win tonight?
No. Sorry.
Why?
We got beat 4-0 by Manchester United, right? Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-1 on Sunday.
Yeah.
They're the Chelsea and Arsenal, two of the best teams in the league. Spurs ladies are good, but they're not at Arsenal's. I hate to say it, but Arsenal's ladies are way, way ahead of us. Unfortunately.
No.
The gap is closing, but it'll be a while before we get there,
Yeah. Why Tottenham's Champions League qualification could be affected by Man United and Newcastle, Philip. Now, an extra place for the Premier League teams in next season's Champions League is not a given, though 2 out of the 4 places are up for grabs. 2 of those will go to leagues which collectively perform best across UEFA's 3 club competitions this term. This will be worked out by UEFA's Association Club coefficient table, and the average score will be produced after dividing the total number of points you've won throughout the year by the number of clubs involved. Points are awarded for UEFA for wins, draws in the group stage. Bonus points awarded for getting a certain stage of a competition. So, Philip, this is how it works, right? Champions League, if you get into the group stage, you get 4 points. 5 points for reaching round of 16, but you only get 1 point for quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. I think that should be the other way around.
It should be, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the Europa League, you get 4 points for being group winners, 2 points for being group runners-up, and 1 point for round of 16, quarterfinals, and semi-final. And the Conference League, you get 2 points for group winners, 1 for group runners-up, and 1 point for semi-final and semi. So you could literally get 9, 10 points we could get the Champions League if 2 British clubs keep reaching certain things. It's all about the best average of all teams taking part in Europe of each country. Each win is worth 2 points. A draw gets you 1 point, and you get nothing for a defeat. There are also bonus points for getting a certain stage, which helps an extra performance for those teams who do well in higher profile and competitions, Philip. So this is if we look back at previous 5 seasons, England and Spain have taken 7 of the 10 slots. Italy and Germany won each. Only in 21-22 did one country from fewer than the 4 teams in the Champions League. The Netherlands finished in the top 2 average coefficient. So yes, history tells us that it's like the highly likely 2 of the top leagues will have 5 places in next season's Champions League. Now, this is at the moment, Philip, there's the top 10. It's very tight, isn't it, between Spain and England at the moment?
Yeah, Spain lost Seville last night.
Yeah.
But they still have Sociedad, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. So I'd say odds are on. We can only have, if Newcastle get through tonight, we could have 3 teams through as well, which would probably keep the thing the way it is. But if Newcastle go out tonight, then I think that extra spot could be in jeopardy, big jeopardy.
Yeah. And if you look at there from 2021 to now, Philip, it's been England, Spain, England, Netherlands, England, Italy. So we could be guaranteed a 5th place, really, shouldn't we?
Could be. Hopefully we will, because it's going to be. I think that could benefit Spurs at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not. I hope we're higher than that. But if we're 5th and don't qualify for Europe, we'll be blaming Manchester United and Newcastle for it.
Now this is an early predicted lineup, sort of my predicted lineup. Were found earlier. Now Philip disagrees with this wholeheartedly.
No, only in one position.
Can I just say the inner Brian Clough came out of them earlier when I showed them this? It was like talking to Brian Clough. It was like he went out. No, young lad, that ain't good enough. However, Brian Clough speaks. I've gone. Well, this is what it was. It's Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Davis, Destiny at back 4. Papa Sarr in the middle as the holding midfielder, Lo Celso, Kulu in the middle, Sonny, Richarlison, and Johnson, the 3 forward players. Philip, I know you think Basuma should be in with Lo Celso instead of Lo Celso, but try something different, Philip. Basuma seems to be off the pace recently.
He wasn't on Sunday. He played very well, and plus the fact that I don't trust Lo Celso. I think he's too much of an attacker. Remember, we're playing away, right? I'll always go for the slightly more conservative defensive midfield when we're playing away, especially against a team like Forest. You just never know what team's going to turn up. So I would play exactly the same team that started on Sunday, to be honest with you. And I think if we can beat Newcastle, we can beat Forest. But the Chelsea, to me, bring him on as a sub after half an hour when we're leading, or an hour when we're leading. But I would just keep him in reserve. Because you wouldn't know how much his mind is now in Barcelona again. Now they're supposed to be back in for him.
Yeah. What do you reckon of Davis, Philip? I never did really get your match thoughts on Ben Davis.
He was very good. He was very good.
Now there's a lot of there's a lot of people saying that he's back. A lot of people gone a bit overboard on Ben Davis. But I said in my video to Dave's channel today that Richarlison and Davis have to back this up now with good performance in these games. Yeah. Well, where are you standing on Richarlison and Ben Davis? Should they be kept with? I call him the James Milner of Tottenham. He's very reliable. He's not reliable. He's a very good professional. Yeah. Doesn't moan, doesn't groan, gets on with it. And so does Richarlison. Am I wrong to think that, Philip? Or do you think I have a point to say the James Milner tag? And Philip disagrees with me. Dave disagrees with me on that, but
I don't disagree with you. I think Ben Davis is a great squad player to have. Like, whenever Mickey Van der Ven's back fit, he's gone. He's out of the team. He's on the back on the bench, and he knows that. But while he's in there, like that interception he made on Sunday saved Newcastle from taking the lead in that match.
Yeah.
So I think, he's limited in his quality of play, but he will never let you down. He will never knowingly let you down. He tries wholeheartedly. So he's there until January, till Van der Ven comes back. So we've got to make the most of him. But Carlson, I'm hoping those 2 goals with his feet now on Sunday will open us. You get players are confidence players. He gets a couple of goals. Now, we said this before when he scored before, but against Sheffield United, we thought, this is it for Richie. Didn't work, but he was still injured at that stage. Now he's had the operation and he's fully fit. We're getting the fully fit. I think we could see the best of him, and I think that he could be our main goal scorer from now on for the rest of this season.
Do you think? Look, we've tied down Destiny to a new long-term contract, Philip. We're looking at the same with Papa Sarr, which is coming out. Kulu as a number 10. Would you play him? Do you think the days of him being a winger are over?
No, because when Maddison comes back, Maddison will be the number 10. But until Maddison comes back, I'd play him there.
Yeah. Do you think also that we've now got a backup to Maddison now?
We have, yeah, but Kulu, we have a backup. But Kulu, to me, starts regardless where he plays. If he plays on the wing or number 10, he plays. Because he's got that skill level that we need.
Right. I just want you to put into the place, Philip, of Pochettino, of Postecoglou for January. You're coming up to January. What's your hit list, giving it to Paratici and Lang and everyone like that? What's your hit list? Right. I want these players. Where do you think, if you look at that team as a whole, Philip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think we definitely need enforcing in January to get us through the rest of the season?
We need another centre back.
Yeah.
A good quality centre. Victor Nelson from Galatasaray would do right. He's going for 10 million. We should snap him up. I think we need another striker. I'm after praising Rickarlison, and now I'm looking for a replacement for him. I think we need someone to back up Rickarlison, because good and all as Sonny is having his most effective time coming in from the left-hand side. And while he scored, I think, double figures again for the 7th or 8th season in a row, which is amazing really for him, I think another striker will be what's needed. Midfield, I think we're okay, providing we don't do anything silly. Okay, the Chelsea, I think, might go to Barcelona. I keep Højbjerg, definitely. And I like the look of Brandon Johnson on Sunday. I think he's really starting to become a decent player. And he was unlucky not to score one of the goals of the season there with that move when he hit the bar or the post or whatever it was. So, no, there's not a huge amount of players needed. Now, players out, we need to get rid of Eric Dyer, Hugo Lloris, to get them off the books. And at least those two. I'm trying to think of anybody else. I'd keep Oliver Skip because we need him as a backup.
I wouldn't, Philip. I don't think he's good enough. I think we need. I don't think. I agree with you with Hugo Lloris and Eric Dyer. They need to go. I agree with you. Big up to Kate as well. Big up to her, just a girl who loves Spurs. Big up, Kate. Great to see you in. We'll get to the chat in a minute. I know I'm behind in it, so I do apologise. I think we need a centre back, Philip. I agree with you there. I think the striker point of view, we shot ourselves in the foot on that. That's coming back to haunt us now, because we should have got a striker in the summer to replace Harry Kane.
Well, yeah, we didn't, but now we've got to do it in January instead.
Yeah. Now, Victor Nelson also, Philip, I've been saying this now for a week or so. He's available for 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go and get
25 million in the summer?
Yeah, it's 10 million now.
Yeah. I'll snap him up.
The Turkish league has now been suspended indefinitely because of the referee. I want to get your thoughts on that as well, because you weren't here for some of this, Philip. And I've got pictures.
I saw it. No, I saw what happened. I saw it.
So you've got Victor Nelson. You can snap him up for 10 million. You could probably get. Look, I would love Evan Ferguson, but I don't think.
Not going to get him. Not going to get him.
So who would you get as a striker, Philip? Ivan Toney, Vlahovic. Nope. Where would you go?
I think Vlahovic would be a great buy, but he might be out of our price range. Ivan Toney, I don't want him near the club. Ferguson, we couldn't afford him. It'll probably be some young lads coming in from the continent.
Philip. We can afford them.
Yeah, I'll rephrase that. We can afford them, but we won't pay the price. That's the best way of putting that.
Yeah.
He would be a great buy for us, but he's 100 million. He's 100 million minimum.
Well, let's see what the chat have to say. It's a few big up to Jim as well. Big up, Jim. Hi, Derm and Philip, all in the chat. Jim. Big up, Jim. Hope you're doing well. Just the guy who loves Spurs. I have to start. I said it the other day, Jim. I do apologize. I said just the girl who loves Spurs. I realized it's the guy, so I do apologize. I'm very, very sorry. I don't. Yeah, just take it, please. Apologies. Sorry. Kate says I don't think we'll get a striker, more versatile attacking midfielder who can play multiple positions. Do you think that's more possible than a striker, Philip?
Oh, we have a few of them already. When you think of it, well, Johnson could go into that banner. Sonny can go into that banner. I could take a point. It might be easier to get a player like that because out and out strikers are kind of they're not a dying breed, but they're selective. They're hard to come by, good ones. at a reasonable price. I just fear if Carlson gets injured again, we are going to struggle in that department. You know,
he's only a girl at the weekend, Sturm, apparently.
won't even go there.
A bit like, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something. And Jim says, "Guy, girl, I don't care. Don't we all one?"
There you are now.
Jimmy, there you go, Jimmy. That's what we're calling him, Jimmy from now. Carl says, I agree with Kate. Ange wants a player to cover multiple positions. Then, if you look at that starting 11, then Philip, you've got Sonny that can do it, Johnson that can do it, Kulu can do it. So, is it really we should be looking at the defense more, Philip, than looking at any other position?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do need, like, we as you saw when we lost Romero and Van der Ven, our defense was stretched. Like, against the Villa, we had 4 fullbacks playing in the defensive line. You can't have that. You've got to have players that can come through. Now, okay, maybe they should have given Dorrington a shot at some. Like, I would have brought Dorrington on Sunday there for the last 10 minutes just to give him a taste of the Premiership.
Yeah, I would have done.
We're 4-0 up. You know, but he didn't, and I respect Ange's decisions on that. But I think against Forest now, if we're doing well against Forest and winning comfortably towards the end, give the young lads a shot. Now, I don't subscribe to let's get them all in the one game. Bring them in gradually and let them get to feel their feet, find their feet. Young Donnelly will be one that I'll give a go to. Valise. I just saw too that poor old Mikey Moore, you know, this young superstar we have coming. He's injured now out for 2 or 3 months.
He is,
So that's a big blow to him, you know.
Did you
bring the kids in gradually. I saw the goal. It was a brilliant goal. I saw it.
Did you see? He should never have beat the keeper on that near post.
I think the keeper didn't even see the ball going by. It was that quick, you know.
I tell you, that under-21 team, that's full of good talent in there.
They're doing well. They're doing well.
It
shows you that the revolution has gone through the entire club from depression last June, July to elation at the minute, tempered by the results we lost. Okay, but we're getting back there.
We are getting back there. Look, a few people here, Philip. Just go through. We've got Dyer for Nelson swap. That's not a bad shout, actually.
Well, plus about 10 million, I'd say. What's Dyer worth?
Would Dyer love to go to Turkey? Well, tell him there's no football and he can chill out and get paid for doing nothing. He's good at that.
I don't know. That Turkish league worries me. I think it's a very boisterous, vociferous. There's a lot of anger with the fans and everything.
When it gets going, Philip.
But then again, we don't go around punching referees. Not yet, anyway.
Do you know that team actually got the Fair Play Award last season?
I know. I saw that. And now the chairman's in jail. I couldn't make it up, really.
He's resigned from the president of the club now.
I'm not surprised because he'll get jail. He'll get a couple of years in jail for that.
He gave him a good clump, didn't he?
He did. But apparently the fans started kicking him when he was down then as well.
Could you imagine Daniel Levy running onto the pitch with the lasagna gate?
Oh, yeah. Tell you one thing, one way of getting rid of Daniel Levy out of the club.
It would be. Anyway, Kelly of Bournemouth for me. That's not a bad shout. Kelly as well. Good player.
Is he not injured as well, though?
I don't know. Victor Nelson was dropped and told the club he wanted to leave.
That's it. Nelson, come on. One-way ticket to London. Buy it quick.
João Pedro of Brighton is going to push Richie out of the Brazilian team. I've been hearing that, Colin. For me.
Well, it's up to Richie to get a few goals and stop that. You know?
Yeah, Victor Nelson lost his place to Sanchez. Yeah, he said he wanted to leave. Big T's trying to give us here. Come and grab yourself a bargain. Martial is available on the cheap.
No, I think we'll respectfully pass on that one.
But if you want to take a great defender, Big T, called Eric Dyer, he's one of the world's best. We'll let you have him for nothing.
Can you imagine a centre-back pairing of United, the best in the world, Harry Maguire and Eric Dyer? Doesn't get much better than that. I'm trying to give a straight face here.
That's Daniel Levy ringing you now.
Hold on. I can't even put you on mute here.
I'll do that for you. There we go. Looking forward to I can't wait to Saturday as well. Looking forward to Kate and Jim are both on Saturday on the Cockerel Clock podcast. So waking them, I can't wait for them to come on. Looking forward to it. It's been a while since Kate's been on. But also we will try to get you regularly guys on the roundtable discussion as well. And as well, because I love your input and big up to your pair of you. We've got Daniela's Derek Hutchinson. Dyer can do one. Of course he can do one. Could prize Watkins from now? That for me, I love Watkins. I love him as a player. I love the way he plays. He's a proper centre forward, a proper number 9. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know what you think of Watkins. Would you like him at Tottenham? I would. Kelly is injured. Yeah, that's true. Where is it now? Where was your Kate? Yeah, we go. Kelly is injured. Yeah, he is at the moment. We've got Daniela still scheduled to return in January. Carl says under Ange, Martial would start scoring again. Look, there was another one in here Kate put in, and if it's true, then I'm absolutely over them. Conor Gallagher, I would love him at Tottenham. I would love Conor Gallagher at Tottenham. I think he's a type of player that he'd be very good in an Ange system. I love him when he plays. I do love watching him as a player. Him and Watkins together, wow. But no to Martial. Carl says, I would agree. I would argue we have the best front line in the Premier League when fully fit. In my opinion, we do. VDV, sorry, we've got Derek Hutchinson, big up Derek, big up Dermot and Philip, big up. We've got Jim saying to Carl, I think fully fit Spurs. It's a fully fit Tottenham is a force for anyone. You look at the start we've made. Everyone was writing this off when Harry Kane was sold. Tottenham are going to be relegated. They're going to be suffering. They're going to be struggling. And we came out with Ange and we showed you what Tottenham Hotspur is all about. We've showed you that we are a team with guts, with determination of showing that we are a good side. And it proved that under Conte, under Mourinho, under Nuno, even under Ryan Mason in a way, the managers never played the formation to suit the players. And she's playing the system that suits the players. They enjoy attacking football. It's attack. A bit like the Ozzy Ardiles days, but with a bit more defense into it. But we're playing the way Spurs play. We're playing the Tottenham way, and I'm loving it. Colin DVD, I love it. Yeah, Brian Maguire, big up Brian. He says Mikey Moore is quality. I've seen him a few times. He looks a player. He rarely does. Daniel Zito, is Van der Ven still scheduled to fit to play in January? Yeah, he is. January is the comeback from him. What else have we got? We have Daniela says, in my opinion, if we want to be league winning team and do well in European competitions, then we should be getting centre backs of better quality than Lloyd Kelly. Tequila says, I don't know, Daniel. I don't think Kelly's that bad of a player. It's Premier League experience, and that's what you need as well. You need to bring in players that have got Premier League experience that can hit the ground running. There's no point buying a player and you got to give him 4 or 5 games to warm up to the Premier League. If you buy a defender that knows what he's doing, he's been there. I think he'd be there. But look, it's down to what Ange wants. It really is. Look, it's what Ange wants. Dyer and Maguire have been my dream 2 centre backs for years. Tequila, you're eating too many Jaffa cakes, mate. Lay off the Jaffa cakes. Tosun, Odegaard would be a great option for me. Tosun would, yeah, that would be great. We've got Kate saying, big up Derm, big up to you, Kate, as well. Have wanted Watkins for years. Wonderful player. So have I. I love watching him play. Absolutely. Think he's a great striker. And I don't know if he would. I think he should be in the England squad. I don't know how that is working. Jim says, I don't think he would leave Villa. I don't know what, Jim. He may not leave Villa yet, but if Tottenham are in the Champions League and Villa don't get there, the Champions League means a lot. Everyone wants to play in the Champions League. And if you get a player that wants to excel himself, wants to take himself to the next level, I think he would be interested in joining Tottenham. But if Villa get there, then that would be the dilemma. Does he leave Villa for Tottenham? Champions League means everything this year. Carl said, would love Watkins, but no chance we will get him. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No to Martial, says Kate. Big up, Kate. I agree with you, Kate. I don't want Martial at the club. Watkins would be an excellent signing. I am thinking, Carl says, of if we get Kate a Martial Camaro. Do you know what, Carl? See what you do and see what Kate says to you. We'll see what Kate says to you. I'm sure she'll be delighted with that. Oh, by the way, Kate, let me know how to pay for the Romero thing. If you can WhatsApp me, and I'll do that tomorrow. So let me know, and I'll give you that, pay that tomorrow. We've got agreed to Daniela. Kelly is crap, in my opinion. It is difficult, as we all know, this new centre back will most likely be behind Romero and VDV. Yeah, that's true. And then we've got Danny Boy should have got us Tapsoba, VDV, since we knew we were selling Kane according to Ange. We should have gotten both. We're probably 6 points better off if we had in it. We've got Jim Martial is going backwards. He is going backwards. Look, I remember when he was bought by Man United, Jim, for big money. And I remember saying at the time he was supposed to be the next best thing. And he's just gone backwards and backwards. He's on big money at United. And again, I think it's the thing of big money for young players, and they just think they've made it. I don't know. It's, for me, it's just, yeah, Martial can kiss. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, Kate. Big up. We've got Big T. Come on, Derm. Come and get Martial. We're chucking Donny for free. No, we still don't want Martial. Unless you chuck in Philip's favourite player, Bruno Fernandes, for Philip. If you do that, then we might take him. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes for Philip. He loves him. And then we've got Carl Simpson. I would take Donny, actually. Or was that... I thought he went to Everton, Carl. Or was that a different Donny? And then Tequila is saying, would take Martial over Richie, got to be honest, but not by much. Would rather neither, really. And Kate says, I take Donny. Oh, the public are speaking. If the public say take Donny, we shall take Donny. But take Bruno Fernandes as well for Philip. Well, look, just a few little bits in here. Oh, was he on loan? Was he to Everton? Get you. Get you now. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then yeah, I agree with you all. Then we've got Dragon D Nuts. No Martial. He's viciously assaulted Lamella. Yeah, okay. In that opinion, then definitely no to Martial. Just a little bit of stats from last night, guys. Just the Man United stats. I found these funny. Right. Erin Ten Hag's men are among Europe's top scorers, but defended abysmally. A 15-goal haul ship makes them England's worst group stage representatives, Philip. Now, there's their group. There's the results. I mean, I got to congratulate Manchester United, right? For finished bottom in the group, they should have finished second in. That's hard to do. That is very hard to do.
I know. So, well, I mean, what cost them was losing a 2-goal lead in Turkey a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
I think if they got a result there, they probably would be okay, you know?
Yeah. Now, Manchester United have registered the worst ever defensive record by an English side in the Champions League. Not even Tottenham could do that.
Jeez, and we let in 7 against Bayern Munich.
I know. That says it all, really.
Wow, that says it all.
As Reds conceded 15 goals on the way of crashing out. We've got the last time United have finished bottom of their Champions League group for just the second time, having previously done so in a 5 or 6. These are the bits that get me, Philip, right? Onana's conceded 2.1 more goals than he should have done. Based on these XG numbers, only Anthrop, goalkeeper, James Botez, has bigger XG underperforming the Champions League this season. Across all, this is so funny. Across all competitions, United have now lost 12 of the 24 games, which is as many as they lost in all 62 matches they played last season, Philip.
Right.
And this bit gets me, right? Only Royal Anthrop and Celtic have conceded more goals from set pieces than United have in group stages 3.
Yeah. Just a
and
campaign to forget.
Jason Cundy, I have a bone to pick with you, sir. Calling Man United the new Celtic. You've just insulted Celtic. Philip, have you anything to say on Jason Cundy? I know you're his biggest fan.
Jason Cundy. The only time that Jason Cundy talks crap is every time he opens his mouth. Okay, I know. I can see where he's coming from. Both Celtic and Man United crashed out with Celtic only had 1 point, right? But Celtic are champions of Scotland. England, Man United are not champions of England, so it's a bit unfair to compare them that way, you know.
And I just want to say something to Man United fans, just if you're watching. Had Has anyone seen Man United in the Champions League? Has anyone seen Ten Hag and the rest of the Man United players? Has anyone seen anything to do with Manchester United as they crash out?
I'll tell you one thing: if United don't turn up on Sunday at Anfield, there's going to be. I think that'll be Ten Hag's last stand. You know.
Yeah, I'm going to find out on United Really Funny. I've got to say, sorry for Colin, but he had to live through the Fergie era.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, I need the duck sounds. I do need the duck sounds when I'm doing that. Actually, I need to get duck sounds for that when I do that. You need to watch at the start. He says that he has duck sounds and a crying baby in the background. I need to get little sounds sorted out when I do that. Philip, look, we are covering that game on Sunday, of course, here on where is it now? Of course, this is the last thing. If Liverpool beat Man United on Sunday, which is live on THFC till I die at 4:15, with myself, aka Dermatron, and also my lovely co-host Philip, aka the Flying Scotsman, will Ten Hag lose his job?
I think it'll be surprising if he hangs on to it. Put it like that.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're already looking at a replacement, which I won't name him, Derm. I'll let you name him. But I think this replacement could cause issues with Manchester United because of his previous affiliations.
Yeah. Now, this is the latest I've got of my source on this. Now, just seeing if there's any other bit of breaking news. Okay. Right. Okay. So I was just seeing if there was any breaking news. There isn't. But Philip, Manchester United are current and new. They've got a new people starting the director of football at Old Trafford, for what I'm hearing. Board have started to look for a new manager to replace Eric Ten Hag. Xabi Alonso is on the short list to replace Ten Hag. What do you reckon, Philip?
Ex-Liverpool.
He
need to hit the ground running to talk over those boys, I think. Yeah, it'd be a controversial appointment then.
And this is a stat I found yesterday, right? Philip, United have lost more home games with the last 6 managers or 5 managers since the retirement of Alex Ferguson did in his whole 26 career.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That's a stat and a half.
Yeah, it is.
And this broke yesterday as well, Philip. Just want to get your quick thoughts on it. And then Sir Jim Ratcliffe is set to announce his resignation from the Manchester United takeover process as early as this week, according to Qatari media. Now, what I heard yesterday, Philip, the Qataris have never left the bidding process. The company is still in company house.
I thought they said they were finished with Man United.
No, they haven't been. They're still in the background, Philip. Now, it's either the Glazers want too much from the Qataris, they want sell. They're giving 2 less to Jim Ratcliffe to take over. What do you making of this, Philip? Look, I'm asking this last question about football in general, the Premier League as a brand. Does this make it look bad for the brand Premier League? What's happening at Old Trafford?
No, it doesn't. It makes it bad for the Glazers because they're idiots. This nothing to do with Tottenham or Chelsea or Arsenal. This is just Manchester United. And it's making a laughing stock of themselves by will I sell, won't I sell, I will sell, I won't sell, changing their mind every 5 minutes. Jim Ratcliffe is quite right to pull out because again, there's probably been more conditions laid down by the Glazers that weren't in the original deal, and he's quite right to pull out. Now, I hope the Qataris don't go to Man United because I'd rather they came to us.
Yeah, so would I. What do you think of it very quickly as a football fan, Philip? Put your neutral hat on, right? As a football fan. Seeing all the football, I'd love to get you and Jim together, and just I love because you two probably took hours. I could pick you and Jim's brains for hours on football from the past, and Kate as well. I really would love to do that. But for all the football you've seen, Philip, and all the different reincarnations of clubs over the years, from the first division into the Premier League, where have you seen soccer/football gone? Has it gone the wrong way? Or where do you think from when you remember it as a young lad to seeing it now? Do you feel football has taken the wrong road somewhere along the line?
No, it's done things right. Some things have been done right. The pitches are much improved, right?
The stadiums,
the stadiums are much improved. The facilities are much improved, right? There's probably too much soccer on TV. That's probably my biggest. I like watching it. We all like watching it, but I think there's too much pressure put on managers now by social media. Social media and football are now closely intertwined because the fan base is now able to express their feelings in a way they were never able to do back in the old days. So that's a huge change in what's happened over the game in the past. The game is still the game. It's still 3 points for a win, regardless, what comes and goes with World Cups and with UEFA Cups and all this sort of thing. But it's changed in a way which there's been some very good things have happened. But I think the worst thing that's happened is probably players are getting paid too much and transfer fees are ridiculously high.
Now
that cannot continue forever.
No, we're going to talk this tomorrow, Philip. But they did vote. I don't know if you saw. They did vote in a new law yesterday about paying for transfers over contracts.
Oh, the 5-year maximum.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That will rule Chelsea out of doing things what they did.
But the thing is, it's not being backdated, Philip. So you can still say, if I wanted to sign you for 8 years, I could still sign you in an 8-year contract. But I've only have 5 years to pay that transfer in.
It's only amortized over 5 years. You can only allow. You can only depreciate the asset over 5 years rather than 8. Yeah, that's fair enough. It had to be done.
Yeah. And also they've brought in that if a club, say Manchester United owed Man City 100 million, right? They paid 50 million and they didn't pay the other 50 million. The Premier League now have the power to stop that club from registering any new players until that Premier League thing. I know you need to go and finish it up now. Just wanted to get your quick points on that as well, Philip.
Sorry, say that again, Dermot. I was just lost me.
No, we'll leave that to tomorrow, Philip.
Yeah, leave that to tomorrow. No, yeah, unfortunately, I'm technically still working at the minute, so I have to get back to work.
Well, listen, if you want to go, give yourself a bit of a plug, sir.
Oh, give myself a plug. I'm not used to doing that.
Plug your own channel, Philip, where people can go and see you doing your holiday videos.
It's only. I have a YouTube channel under Philip Brady. It's just. All I've got on it is a load of music videos, a video of my band in Dublin, and also the last couple of weeks I put up a few holiday videos taken in the likes of Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, and where else? Los Angeles. Yeah. So you can have a look at them. They're all unedited. I just put them up there, so it's just for the fun of it,
Yeah, just go over there and again. But Philip, I'll let you go. I'll finish off here. So
I'll talk to you later.
2 seconds, just 2 seconds. Just hang on for 2 seconds. That's all. Thank you all for watching. I am back tonight at 7:30 with the watch along Newcastle AC Milan. So whatever you do, please enjoy the rest of your day. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange, we trust.
To bring together